Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I have a deck called Little Rascals. I wanted to create another deck with Fizz and Teemo in it. Originally I've had Fizz and Teemo in a Professor Von Yip deck. This time I wanted to create a deck that more centered around Plunder abilities, specifically late game Plunder with the Citrus Courier and Riptide Rex as late game kind of options and winning conditions. And so this is a pretty standard Teemo deck. We're running all of Teemo's followers here with Clump of Wumps, Puffcap Peddler, and Chump of Wumps. They're all creating these mushroom clouds, and they're creating lots and lots of damage in the enemy nexus or deck through these mushrooms, and that's basically how we're going to win the game. So we've got plenty of spells. Mystic Shot, Trail of Evidence can create more, and Flash of Brilliance creating more spells. Static Shock for card draw. Suit Up for some protection for our smaller units, our champions Fizz and Teemo, and then Plaza Guardian, who is getting buffed every time you use a spell and can be a really good late game option himself and able to take out a lot of enemy units with his quick attack ability. Besides that, we are also running 3 of the Assembly Bot. Once again, every time you use a spell, the Assembly Bot gets more attack and health, kind of protects himself, and it allows you to have an efficient attacker and blocker. In this deck, kind of how it plays out mostly is we are pretty slow. Most of our units are going to be used as chump blockers so that we can get to late game with all of these mushrooms in our deck and then be able to win with the Citrus Courier, with the Riptide Rex, and with the Plaza Guardian. You're not really looking to attack a lot with your units. You want to save them and you want to play more defensively. Use your health more as a resource early on in the game, so that you can preserve your units that are generating all of these mushrooms. Yeah, that's basically it. You just want to get as many mushrooms as possible into the deck with these spells and then win late game. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, so we're going against a Vladimir and Braum. This could be either a Crimson deck or it could be like a Scar Reaver deck. It kind of depends on what they decide to run here. There's also a good chance that it runs Coaling Strike, which is pretty detrimental to our deck because we've got a lot of cards that have less than 3 health, especially both of our champions. Alright, so he plays his little Yeti Yearling down. Not much we can do about that. We're just going to let it hit us. And let's start getting these mushrooms down into this deck. So we draw our Teemo here. We might just play the Teemo. I am still worried about the Coaling Strike. There's not much I can do about that though. We got another Yeti Yearling. We might just leave those. I don't really have any need to take out the Yeti Yearlings. They're only doing 1 damage. And they're filling up his board. Same thing with this Unscarred Reaver, so I'm just going to let him attack here with these cards. I don't really have any incentive to kill them and give him more powerful units.
I need the reputation.
Alright, we're going to put down one of our Clump of Wumps here.
I prove myself to the War Mother.
And let's see, how much damage is that? That's 5 damage. We're just going to let it go through. For now, we're going to use our health. Alright, let's put down our Puffcap Peddler. Actually, let's put down our Chump of Wumps here this round. Just on curve here. This is also going to threaten to take out the Crimson Curator without getting any buff off on it, so that's nice.
I'll spot him.
Teemo needs 2 more. Let's not do anything crazy right now. Just going to attack with Teemo. Get the 5 Puffcaps into his deck here, and then wait to play all these other Puffcaps when I get this Puffcap Peddler down. We've also got Assembly Bot as well, which would be nice to get down. We're just going to put down the Puffcap Peddler and play 2 of our Mushroom Clouds this turn and level up our Teemo. So, like I said before, we do have to be a little bit worried about Coaling Strike. Other than that, though, I'm okay with him kind of attacking with these units and being a little bit more just using my health here. He has Tarkaz and Tribeless. Okay. That's interesting. I may be forced to put down my assembly bot this round as a chump blocker here. What do I want to do? Let's put down the Pupcap Peddler.
Have 3.
I've heard about you.
Alright, so he's not going to kill his Avarosan Sentry, that's fine. Let's see.
Excuse you.
We're going to chump block these, we're going to get 3 damage from this guy. Let's see if we draw something.
They
No.
grow up so
Okay, we're going to Mystic Shot this. Let's see if he's got any way to protect her. She's going to get +3 attack damage, but if we damage her, then she's going to die here.
Success is
It's kind of a gamble, though. If he had something like Elixir of Iron, he could have got a lot of damage off with this
died as you lived.
Scar Reaver there. Alright, so let's play our Eager Apprentice. This is a pretty good value. We're going to get all of our mana back here. And we're going to end the round. So I'm going to play the Assembly Bot before I play all these Puffcaps here. I can play both Assembly Bots if I want to. Okay, he's got another Crimson Curator. I'm just going to play both of my Assembly Bots and play all of my Mushroom Clouds here. So he's kind of putting me at a mana deficit, but not much I can do about that. He might have something like
More for my
Pulling Strike Steel, which I have to be worried about. And we're just going to attack with Teemo here and then save all these other units to be chump blockers. The Assembly Bots right now are going to block really well into Tarkaz's Tribalists, and I've got more spells to buff them up, potentially save them as well. So we're in a pretty good spot here. And he's got Flash Freeze. Okay, I'm okay with forcing that out of him right here. It doesn't really affect my Teemo that much. He could have a... I kind of doubt he's going to have anything in this deck that's going to let him kill my Teemo.
It's just blood, darling.
Okay, and he's got a Crimson Aristocrat. So his board is completely full here. So I'm not going to take anything out. So unless he decides that he wants to play a unit here, he's going to have to get rid of one of these, and I'm okay with that. He gets pretty good value out of all of these Last Breath units. And so he probably won't want to replace them. He may replace his Crimson Aristocrat. It kind of depends on what he wants to do. If he's got a Crimson Awakener, that would kind of be bad for him as well. Takes out a lot of his units. Of course, he does activate the Last Breath ability. So it kind of depends on what he wants to do. We'll see here. We got him in a pretty good spot, though. And we've got a backup Teemo now as well that we can use to block.
My family, my blood.
Alright, so like I thought, he replaced his Aristocrat there. And what do I want to do? We might just pass here. Actually, let's use Flash of Brilliance, why not? Let's buff up our Assembly Bots here and see if we get something good. And this is actually okay. We can use this, I think, kind of defensively here. Alright, so let's pass it back to him. What can I do here? So I'm committing this guy to die if I block him into this, even if I use this spell here.
Sure, boss.
Let's block like that.
Would a mushroom help?
Actually, I can turn Tarkaz into one of these Yeti yearlings. That'd be kind of funny. He would get more Yetis, but it would also kill him. Let's do it. Let's see what happens here. I want to see how he reacts to this.
There they go.
Kill himself. Okay. Kind of funny. Alright, and we take 3 damage here. Alright, so he's got a lot of enraged Yetis in his deck now, so I do have to be a little worried about that. But we managed to do quite a bit of damage to him there. Take out a lot of his units. We are a little bit worried about like his aristocrats generating cards here. Especially if he ends up getting a Vladimir here. Vladimir's leveled up. And Vladimir. Alright.
I've dressed for the occasion in red.
But we can threaten him a little bit with these assembly bots. So he might not want to play his Vladimir if we've got these assembly bots down. So I'm probably just going to attack here with Teemo, get some more mushrooms into his deck, and play defensively again.
Let the flames
That's interesting. So let's see here. What do I want to do? I'll probably get her. So he's not going to be able to block this. Let's just do these 2 and kill them off. Alright, and end the round here. This does give him quite a bit of card draw. Not card draw, but like card creation here. Ooh, that was really good for us. Let's see what he does. We've got our Citrus Healer as well, which is really nice. Citrus Courier, I mean. Alright, let's use our Citrus Courier. We're gonna rally here. We're pretty healthy. And we can take out his units here.
By all means, get in my way.
I cannot be broken!
Armed and ready.
And we're just going to attack with Teemo. Actually, let's just attack with all of them. Okay, and we get the win, so that actually turned out pretty good. That top deck with that Citrus Courier was really nice. And then he ended up playing his Scar Mother Brenna, so that kind of doomed him, especially since I had enough damage to take him out. So that actually worked out really good. Yeah, pretty fun deck. It's probably not super competitive or viable in ranked, but it was still pretty fun to play with and get a win out of.